Welcome to the Food Service Worker channel. Today's episode is going to be about how do you get a job as a food service supervisor in the county jail or Department of Corrections. Really simple. Don't be a felon. Don't be a druggie. Don't be a human trafficker. Don't have serious crimes recently, violent crimes, maybe a little baby misdemeanor stuff like giving tobacco to a minor when you were 18 years old. I don't know why I did that for. It was stupid. Anyways, though, don't have serious crimes. Be able to pass a background check. Some places may, when it comes depending on the company you're working for, I'm not going to name companies. But I'm just going to say some of those companies that you may apply with who require you to have something. And let me tell you something. If you can pass a background check, right, you probably get interviewed by the assistant food director or the food director and the assistant food director, or just one. And they might hire you straight off the bat, depending on how desperate they are, because trust me, it is not sometimes always the easiest place to work for. Trust me, you may not make it. The turnover rate is very high. Very high. I think if you're lucky, some people make it there about a year before they're like, can't deal with this no more. This is like too freaking much BS to deal with. Probably for the pay. You know. That said, I can tell you now that when it comes to doing the interview, likely going to ask you questions about your experience and all that stuff. You may even get drug tested. You never know on the job, on the interview, if they like you. I know when I worked at Publix, they actually drug tested me, like swabbed me to send it off to see if I had recently did anything drug related, just saying, before they hired me. Like, they were technically already hired me, but if the background and drug test comes back good and it's kind of in a good light of getting hired, probably, then you have to get might have to get like a little physical done, which is like basic stuff when it comes to being able to like check your vision, hearing, how like good of hearing you have, making you do certain physical tests. I don't know, nothing like too crazy, I don't really remember. It's been a while. I know with my past, with my current job, I didn't have to do a physical or anything like that. It was just a matter of me talking about my past experience working at my other job, which kind of gave me a little extra access to getting into the job I was currently at. If you have no experience, then all I can say is, though, is if you you do get hired and stuff like that, you have to go through orientation, which may take about 2 weeks. You have to get they have certain security clearances done, probably get fingerprinted, and get an ID tag so that you can get into the facility, be able to have keys and stuff like that so you can access certain areas of the kitchen and all that stuff, and all that good stuff. So it can take a little bit of time. You could be looking at, depending on time of year and all that stuff, is a special holiday coming around, you could possibly be looking at anywhere from 2 weeks for you to get your background check done. Then you gotta get a tuberculosis test probably done, where you gotta go to like Med Express or some other clinic where they stick you in your forearm. You get a little injection in your under your skin, and you gotta come back and see if you have tuberculosis or not. And if you do, I don't know what they're gonna do about you having that. But anyway, in order for you to work in food service, you can't really have tuberculosis from where of. I don't know. I don't have tuberculosis. I don't have to worry about that. Anyway, though, assuming you get that done, then you gotta go to orientation, and that's normally like with the company that you could be working for, right? You got that orientation for the company where you talk about like your job as a food service supervisor is to babysit adult inmates and make sure that they are doing their job correctly and not trying to kill other inmates or each other in the kitchen, or you for that matter, and try to make sure that you don't steal a bunch of stuff and learn about the company's history, their mission statement, the goals, da 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 da. Then you got to go to learn about the security of the facility and what the facility that you could be working in rules are. And that means don't go giving a tuggy-wuggy to inmates. Don't be doing the hanky-panky in the dry storages, in the freezer boxes, the cooler, or none of that weirdo stuff. Don't be bringing him like goody stuff like coffee, tobacco, Mary Jane, because he tells you he's going to give you some money through Cash App or whatever other apps they're going to give you. Don't be smuggling stuff in through your vagina. So they're liars, and they will turn on you real fast. But find out for yourself. It's your life, not mine. I don't have to worry about it. If you want to be in prison or jail yourself, bringing contraband in for some inmate, that's you, bud. That's all you. Enjoy. That's your lifestyle. It's you. Keep professional. By the way, if you go in the interview, try to look like you're really not a bum. You see how like I'm clean cut, right? Nicely clean cut, shaved. This is going for, we're talking about guys too. Like, don't go with like long hair, nappy hair, just looking all silly and stuff, man. Like ghetto-y or homeless-y looking, man. Like, look professional, man. That's the way I look at it. Clean cut and all that stuff, because you really can't have wild hair working around food to begin with, because the health department comes in, guess what? We're getting in trouble because of our hygiene. And also, ladies, you can't have long nails that are like as long as this is, okay? See that right there? Your fingernails can't be this dang long. Your fingernails can probably just be about maybe that long. Or my pinky is down there at the screen there. That might be what you might be allowed to get away with if it's a real nail. Fake nails, God forbid, your fake nail falls into somebody's food. It is over with. Over with. And might I add, it is very important. I don't know how this is so hard for some people. Keep your keys that you get on you. Don't leave them laying around for an inmate to take them. Because you know what? If I was an inmate, I'd be looking for that opportunity. I had a coworker, I shit you not, she was the dumbest thing I ever seen in my life. She's the dumbest lady. This woman would leave her keys laying around. Caught her doing this stuff multiple times. Leave them in the door of a room. I can't tell you how many times I had inmates, trustees, I should say, because the county ones are considered trustees. They're not really sentenced yet. Straight up guys come to me and tell me your coworker left their keys in the door over there. Just want you to know. Because technically, inmates are not allowed to have possession of your keys at any time. You are not allowed to give them your keys either. And I mean by keys, I'm talking about the keys that belong to the facility, to the jail or to the prison. If you give that inmate your keys, especially if they go missing, so don't leave them lay around where an inmate could just grab them, because if I was an inmate, you know what I would do to you? If you pissed me off and I could get your keys? Throw them in the trash can when nobody was looking. Bye-bye keys. Especially if we can get a trash run. If we can get the trash thrown away, if they got a compactor, if it's a dumpster out back, they might have everybody go dumpster diving. They'll go through every bag to find it. But if I know we got a compactor, it's game over for you, bud. Keep your keys on you in your pocket at all times. Don't pass your keys off. Definitely, I can tell you this too. Your coworker, if they left their keys in the office, not your problem, bud. They can figure it out. Don't give them your keys, because you are responsible for your keys. If your keys come up missing, you're the one that has to explain what happened to them. So, yep. That's it for this episode, bubs. Hope you all found that some yum waste of time. God, what a waste of time. Freaking 30 minutes wasted for nothing but a ranted. Hey, see y'all in the next episode. Hit that subscriber button and continue on.